Hi everyone, it's Lisa from 90% Knitting. This is not a regular episode. This is an episode I'm recording just to announce prize winners. So if you're looking for regular podcast content, you'll find that in the episode 269 video that I recorded yesterday. It actually did not get uploaded until today, this morning, but it should be up there for everybody to see now. So you can find that there. But as I said in yesterday's video, I was going to do a separate recording to announce all of the winners for the, the rest of the winners for the A Year in the Life of a Knitter Knit-Along that we had all of last year. I have the December winners to announce, the autumn quarter winners to announce, and the grand prize winner from the whole entire year to announce. So I have those coming up, and I also have the fourth quarter Fiber Nymph Dye Works finished object drawing winner to announce. I did not specify in yesterday's video that I was announcing that today in this video as well. So just in case that winner does not watch this video, I will re-announce that winner next week in the regular episode. But let me announce that winner first, since that one's fast and easy. So the fourth quarter Fiber Nymph Dye Works finished object drawing, which I've done quarterly for several years now, and this is the last one I'm doing because the new conversion rewards program is superseding that quarterly drawing. So no more quarterly drawings, but we have this one more from last quarter of last year, and there were 52 posts. So random number generator chose post number 29, who was Wombat Knitter, and that is Patty. So Patty, if you happen to see this on this video, please PM me and let me know you won, and I will get your $25 gift certificate to my shop to you. And congratulations, and thanks for using my yarn for your socks. They were really cute. Okay, so that is that drawing. Everything else I have to announce is for the A Year in the Life of a Knitter Knit-Along. And let me preface this by just saying once again how appreciative and thankful I am to all of you who participated in that knit-along last year. It exceeded my wildest dreams for how much attention it was going to get from you guys. I was going through all of the quarterly threads today as I was finalizing all of the drawings and everything, and I was trying to figure out some statistics, which is sort of hard to do since I had 4 separate threads going on throughout the entire year, one for each season. And just the way Ravelry, does it provides you some statistics, but not everything. I was trying to figure out how many people participated overall in the whole year. And there's really no way to do that without going through each thread post by post and like making a database myself of all of the participants, which obviously I didn't have time to do. But what was really interesting to me was the participation in the first quarter, which would have been the winter quarter, January, February, March last year. That had the most unique posters or visitors. No, not visitors. It's people who post to the thread. I can't remember what they refer to that as in Ravelry now. Anyway, if you look in any thread on Ravelry, up at the very top of the thread, they always say, how many posts there are, how many photos there are, how many voices, that's what they call them, how many voices are represented in that thread, which means how many people are taking part in the conversation. So I had those numbers for each quarter, but there was no way to know how many overlapped from quarter to quarter, so that would not have been an accurate number. But what I found really interesting was the first quarter, there were 80-some voices, so 80-some unique individuals taking part in the conversation at some point during those 3 months. And then with each successive quarter, that number of voices decreased, which kind of makes sense to me because for a year-long knit-along, there's going to be attrition. There's not everyone's going to stick with it all year long. So that makes sense to me. What was very interesting though was on the inverse of that was the number of posts because in the first quarter there was like 700 and some posts in that thread. Actually, that number I do have written down. There were 619 posts in the winter quarter. And then in the spring, it went up to 757. And then in the summer, it jumped wildly to 1,747. And then in the autumn thread, oh my goodness, you guys, 2,610 posts. So as the number of participants went down, the number of posts went up, which meant that we had, and I knew this, we had a very dedicated core group of people by the end who were very chatty and just conversations, and that actually encapsulates what my main purpose for that knit along last year was, and that was the community building aspect of it. So in that respect, I feel like it was a tremendous success. Anything else aside, I just thought it was exactly what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to build these relationships in our community. And that's why I have started, threads for this year, even though we don't have a year-long knit along going on this year. We've got the January knit along, we've got the other threads, which I did mention in the podcast yesterday, so you can check that out or go to the board and see them. And so far, people are continuing the conversation, so to speak. So that's what I'm hoping for. I hope that part can continue and our community can continue to be active and interact with each other. So those are just a little bit of observations that I wanted to make and share with you about the knit along. Now we'll get to the prizes. Again, I have 3 different prize categories that I'm going to be awarding prizes for at this point. So there's the December chatter thread winners, and then there will be the autumn quarter winner, and then there's the one big grand prize winner from the whole entire year, which the way I did that one was I added up the number of posts for each quarter. So I added those numbers I just told you, I added them all up, which they total 5,733 posts for the entire year. And then I did a random number generator from 1 through 5,733. And then I went through and figured out which post that number that came up was, and that will be our grand prize winner. Just so you know how I figured that out, since it was in 4 different threads. So it was from anybody who participated at all in the entire year. Even if you only participated a little bit last January, you were still entered in the grand prize drawing. Okay, but we're going to start with the December winners. This is going to be a little bit different than how it's done, but I did all the other months, and let me explain why. Okay, so as I said, I think I said, no, maybe I didn't say this part yet. We had, sorry, I'm looking at my numbers here. There were, after I subtracted my posts and posts that happened after December 31st, because I hadn't closed the thread right away, if I just calculated the December posts minus my posts in that thread, we ended up with 1,066 posts in the month of December, which comes to 21 prizes, because that's 1 prize for every 50 posts. So we have 21 prizes to award, which is a record high for the entire year. So congratulations to all of you for chatting so much. Now, you'll remember that I said the numbers of participants have decreased over the months, and this has been an issue that I've talked about in recent months as I've been trying to do the random number generator to draw winners, because there's so many winners, yet compared to the number of participants, it takes me a long time because I keep hitting the same people over and over and over again, and you can only win once per month. So what I did this time was I went through and I figured out who all of the December participants were, and I made a list of them, and I'm going to read them to you soon. There were 25 participants in December. Unless I missed somebody, I don't think I did, but 25. So there were 25 unique voices just in December, and we have 21 winners. Which means I could do random number generator, and 4 people eventually would not get a prize. And that seemed really, really silly to me, because I would feel bad knowing there's just 4 people not getting a prize who participated. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to award a prize to everybody who participated in December. That's just moderator's choice. So if you were one of those 25 participants, which I'm going to read your name, all these names in a minute. If you do think you participated in December and I have not read your name, please go into that thread and find one of your December posts and just send me that number so I can verify that, and then I will award you a prize as well. I think I have these all correct, but I cannot guarantee I didn't miss someone. So just saying. Anyway, as far as what the prizes are, this has been part of the reason why I did not do this during the recording yesterday, was because I was still working on prizes. Which, again, I've not really made a secret of the fact that I've kind of been like really digging deep to draw for prizes the last several months because there have been so many, which is fine. I've not had, that's not an issue. It's just become more and more difficult because the prizes that I knew I had set aside to offer to people this year, they were depleted very early on, quite frankly. And so I kept drawing, from a lot of different areas, and people donated prizes throughout the year, which, again, let me say thank you so much to anyone who donated prizes. I really appreciated that. It was wonderful. But this month, with 21 prizes, I was really struggling to come up with 21 good prizes that would not have some being worth a lot and then some not really being anywhere near equivalent, and that has been something I've shared with you that I've struggled with because I feel bad if I'm not offering things that are sort of similar. I know it's silly maybe, and people have told me it's silly and not to worry about it, and that they're not doing this for the prizes, and I appreciate that, but it's still been an issue for me. So over the past several days, I've been trying to come up with 22 prizes, because I always had an extra one so that everybody had a choice, even if you were the very last person to claim your prize. And I was basically just frustrating myself and really working myself up more than I needed to, I think. And it finally dawned on me that I'm going to make this easy for all of us. I'm giving you 2 prize options for December. Okay, so if you're one of the people whose names I'm going to read in a moment, one of the December participants, you can choose from one of these 2 prizes, and everybody gets to choose from those. There's no limit on, all of you might pick one, some of you might pick another, whatever. The 2 prize choices are going to be either $10 worth of Ravelry giftable patterns. So $10 worth of patterns. If it's giftable on Ravelry, then I will gift those patterns to you. That will be your prize. That's one option. The other option is a $10 gift certificate to my shop. Now, I realize that not all of you shop at my shop, and that's perfectly fine. So hopefully you at least have a couple of patterns that would add up to $10 that you would like. And so that can be your choice. But whichever one you would like, that is what your prize will be. And obviously there's no limit on these, so there's no rush to claim them, because whichever one you want, that's what you're going to get. So without further ado, let me read the names of all of our December participants who are also the December prize winners. Another Yarn 9. I didn't write down your actual names, and I'm not going to try to remember them all, so I'm just going to read your RAV names. Another Yarn 9, Frugal Knitter, PA Knitwit, Skyly Knits, Layla HF, WKH25, Manda B, Inagata Danita, Iona Paint, Blue and White Cat, K8R, L Mikal, ROC Knit, Deb Mom of 3, WMH302, Final Herald Mage, Grable, Trilinda, MS Melody, Ms. Melody, Jenny B82, OCD Knitcase, Sensei Day, Cthulhu Loves Me, sorry, that one always throws me a little, Twisting Pearls, and DBHCC. So that is our 25 December participants who all are going to get one of those prizes, because I would feel bad leaving just 4 people out. So there we go. That is December. I hope everyone's okay with that. It's what I came up with as the best option. And the other perk to that is I can get your prize to you immediately as soon as you contact me, instead of having to wait for me to package things and ship things, because that always ends up taking me a while at the end of every month. So there will be no wait for your prize. Again, Thank you so much for your participation. Okay, moving on now to the autumn quarter winner. We had a bag donated by Jen from Playing with Needles, and this bag is so adorable. Look at it. It's Peanuts Winter. Oh my goodness, isn't it cute? I just love this so, so much. This is your prize. If you are the prize winner, you get the bag, and I will dye up a custom skein of yarn for you, either on my bounce base or on a regular sock blank. You can choose which whenever you want. It'll be variegated, obviously, but it will coordinate with your bag. So, yay. I hope you enjoy this. And I just love this bag. The inside fabric is this wonderful green and red and white polka dotted color. So it's a little Christmassy on the inside, but honestly, it's totally a wintry bag. So if you look outside and you live anywhere where there's snow like there is for me right now, it's perfectly suited for this time of year. And it did come in a nice little package with her name and label and everything on it, which I will put it back in. I just didn't want to crinkle on the podcast. Okay, so the autumn quarter winner, and that would be drawn from the whole entire autumn quarter thread, was post number 1324, who is Spitfire SNC, and that is Abby. So Abby, congratulations. You are the winner of that lovely bag and either a skein of yarn or a sock blank that I will custom dye to match the bag. Just let me know which one you would prefer when you PM me. And I will need your mailing address, full name and mailing address. So yay, congratulations. Okay, so now it's time to announce the grand prize winner, which I already explained to you how I went about doing that with the random number generator and all of the posts from the whole thing. But before I go into that, who the winner is, I want to show you what the grand prize is. So if you are the winner, you'll know what you're getting. Okay, I've got it all in a basket. The winner is not getting the basket. I just brought it in the basket. It'll come to you in a box. So, all right, first of all, we've got some yarn, because what would a prize for this knit-along be without some yarn, right? All right, first of all, we have got a skein of my Mega Base, and this is the Shortcuts and Mushrooms colorway. And then we have got a bundle of minis, and these are minis that are on a number of my different bases. Most of them are self-striping. There's one variegated colorway in there, so, or I'm sorry, not variegated, semi-solid. So you'll be getting this lovely little bundle of minis. You will be getting a sock blank, which is a really bright, fun colorway, which is perfect for the middle of winter. I'm sorry, I should have taken it out of the package, I guess. I don't know if you can see it. It's like bright oranges and yellows and pinks. It's really cool. So, sock blank. And then, in addition to the yarny items, there is a book called Fresh Design Sweaters, which has sweater designs by quite a number of designers in it. And that's a cooperative press book. Then I've got this wonderful collection of buttons. There are these 3 flower buttons, which I think would be wonderful embellishments on anything. And lastly, there is a gift set of soak. So there is soap laundry soap, hand cream, and smoothing spray. And this is all in the Pineapple Grove scent. So those are all of the prizes for the grand prize. And, okay, so we had a total of 5,733 posts through the entire year. So I did random number generator between 1 and 5,733. It chose the 3,874th post, which was one from the autumn quarter, and that ended up being post number 751 of the autumn quarter, and that was made by Deb, mom of 3. So Deb, congratulations, you are our grand prize winner. Thank you so much for participating. I know you took part a lot through the year, so I'm really happy to know that you won. Anyway, congratulations. I will need you to send me your name and mailing address, even though I'm sure I probably have it from past months, but please send it to me again. All right, guys, that's it. That officially brings the A Year in the Life of a Knitter Knit Along to a close. I hope you had as much fun as I did with it because it really was good, and I can't say that I'll be doing a whole year-long knit-along again anytime really soon, but I learned a lot about how to run one and what works and what doesn't, and things like that. So I won't rule it out. I might do another one someday, but not this year. This year we're going to do just kind of monthly stuff like the January one. So anyway, okay, that's everything. I'm going to go get this processing. By the way, I upgraded my processing software. So yesterday's podcast hopefully will look better on YouTube. iTunes, probably it won't, because iTunes I can only upload so large of a file. But with YouTube, I'm able to upload a larger file, but my software wasn't letting me do as large a file as I could use. So I've upgraded my software. I hope it works out well. It takes way longer to process, but hopefully that'll work out for the best. So just in case you noticed a difference, hopefully it was a good difference if you watch on YouTube. I will mention though, if everything looks hazy, it's because it's so bright in here with all the snow reflecting the sunlight in here. It's just crazy bright, and I can't control that. There's really nowhere else in the house that the lighting is as good as in here. It's just super bright because of all the snow right now, so sorry. All right, that's everything. Thanks again for participating in the knit along and in the Fiber Nymph Dye Works quarterly drawings all these months and years. Again, that's being superseded by the rewards program now. And I will catch you next week with another regular episode. Take care, stay warm, and I'll see you later. Bye.